Hey ladies, this is Gina. It has recently come to our attention that the on-cue letters are not being done correctly. We're going through them and it looks like as of September of last year there are issues with the on-cue letters. We're going to be cleaning them up and we might ask for assistance from the people who originally did them because they've been done incorrectly. However, our first concern is getting them right so that the customer has them. But we might have you ladies redo them if they were one of your letters to the correct format. I wanted to show you exactly how they should be done. What was missing from them is that some are not in PDF format, and they're also missing the on-cue SKU number from the title and from the being in the body of the letter. It needs to be in both places, otherwise they can't find that letter. When they said they don't know our AF number, all they know is their SKU number. So if we don't have that in the title, they can't find it. As you know, these are uploaded into a drive that we share with them, and what they'll do is they'll go in and search for their number, and if they can't pull it up. So what I've done to help with the situation is I've changed the on-cue template to reflect that the SKU number has to be put in there. If you look here, it says on-cue style authentic, and it has the SKU in there too. So that's a reminder to all of us that this needs to be done. I've also put it into the body right here. I'm going to actually make this a capital so that when we put the name in over here, we can just be reminded that I'm going to save this, that needs to be in there. Okay, so and extra things are being put in the title that don't necessarily need to be there. We will no longer be including our internal SKU number like MT dash blah 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 or GN or whatever, whoever's processing them. That is not necessary. And a lot more information is being put in that needs to be put in. So I'm going to make this quick and easy for all of us, because for one thing, we're not getting paid for these letters from OnCue. It's part of the service that we provide to them, so we're actually losing money each time that we do this. So the more labor intensive it is, the more money we're losing basically. So I'm cutting to the chase and making it easier. Okay, so this is the letters that I need to do. I've already done these, and when I decided to make this video, I was already into them. But this is what you would see on the spreadsheet. I went ahead and this is on the completed side. I moved them over already. I've gotten my numbers here. I've went through and I've looked to see which ones were not handbags. Now remember, we only do handbags. These are keep-alls. Those are the large travel size things. Those aren't included. That's on a handbag. I couldn't find this one, so I let Mary know. So you already are familiar with this process, and from what we can see, there's no problems. I went over and I also made this that color blue for Mary. Okay, so this process is fine. What we're having problems with right now is the letters themselves. Okay, so I just forgot which one I just did, so hold on here just a second. I lost my place. So I just did 199906. Okay. So I am on this one here. So I'm going to copy this, go over to their website. I need to go to the place where I put the SKU number in to search for it. Okay, put that in there. Brings up the pictures. Okay, so I'm going to snip this. We don't need the whole handle. So I don't know if you are copying that part or not, but if you are, we don't need the whole handle. Let me see here. I'm looking for the date code. There it is. Oops. Okay, I'm going to snip that. Okay, now I'm going to capture this while I'm here and take it over to the letter. Okay, so I'm going to put that. This is kind of like the Trendly letters. Paste special. I just right-clicked. Unformatted text. Now, I don't know if that's how it's going to do it on yours, but that's how it does it on mine. So however you need to get the title in there, you'd want to do that. And then we're going to go over here and take this number Ugh, I don't know why it won't do it, but what is it? 2034. I'm just going to type it in there. I also need to put my number up here, which is AF19898. AF19898. Okay. Just making sure, and then we know how to do the change pictures thing. Mine are being saved to my desktop, so I'm just putting them in there. Okay, now here comes the part where you would normally save it and put in all kinds of extra information. Okay, first of all, we no longer have these numbers here. We don't have this MT, we don't have the GNs. That's blank. We don't need those. Those are internal, and if we need to find these, we can search by these numbers here. So we're just adding extra information we don't need. Now I know you normally go through and put in the MT number, the name of the bag, all that. You don't need that. In fact, for every single client we have, when you go to name the file, you can just copy and paste from the client name all the way over to here. You don't need to retype anything. So with this in mind, this is what I'm going to do. Onque's already in the... Okay, I'm just going to go like this. You see that? And I'm going to do a save as. Put it in, make sure I'm putting it in the right place. Okay. That's it. That's all you need. You don't need to go in and put in the MT number. You don't need to put in the bag name, and you don't need to put in the date. This is really all of the information that's needed. So save that. And then we're going to save it as a PDF. Now what I'm doing, because I'm forgetful and I don't want to have to lose track of things, is I just upload it right away into their stuff, into their folder. So I'm going to go over here to certificates of authenticity, and here's I have mine by date, so the last one I just did will be on top. Now you can see how the formatting is different than what's been done before. So we have the Onquestyle, their SKU number, our AF number, and that's it. Like I said, when you go to name these files, you don't need all kinds of extra information. Whenever I'm doing this, and this goes for Trendly, this goes for everybody, you can just take, like say we do this Gidget Loves Fashion, go over there, just copy and paste this whole line as a file name. That's it. We don't need to make this more complicated than it needs to be. We can find them if we need them. So that's it. But as you can see, where is that file? There's a whole bunch in here that are not in PDF format that need to be. All of these need to be in PDF format, and they were uploaded April 29th, not in PDF format. So those need to be converted. Also, they are missing the SKU numbers from the letter and from the title. That means that Onquestyle cannot find these letters when they go to look for them. This needs to be corrected ASAP. This goes back quite a ways. Let me see here. Looks like maybe right here there is some that, so it's not every single one, it looks like. Here's some that do have the SKU. This one has a SKU, this one has a SKU. But we need to make sure all of these files in here have the SKU number in the letter, in the file name, and they're in PDF format. Because if you go down, here's a few more that aren't in PDF format. So that means essentially if this customer wasn't legitimate and were sneaky, they could take this Word document and make it into whatever they wanted to, because it's editable. It's just a Word doc. The PDF format, it can be edited, but you have to have special software for it. You have to buy pretty much expensive business professional software to edit PDF documents. Most people don't have it. So that's why we do these in PDF format. So anything that's sent out in a Word doc is editable by whoever gets it. So hopefully our regular customers aren't receiving Word docs, but if they are, that's a huge, huge problem, because our business is so full of scams and scam artists that they'll take our documents and they will alter them to sell fake bags. They will. And we've already had it happen. I don't know if it was sent out in a Word doc or if they just took it and copied and pasted it and made their own. It's hard telling, but As you can see, all these are, you know, in Word doc format. These are in Word doc, so there's quite a few, and you know, the SKUs aren't always present. Looks like maybe here they are 4415, so that's fine. So it's kind of, it's not consistent what's being done. So we need to make sure that everything's consistent. We can use this new format. It's not new, it's how I used to do them when I did these letters. So that Christy had you reconfigure them. It's not necessary. It's wasting time to retype everything, and it's not necessary. So please follow this formatting and how I showed you how to do the letters. I've made it easier, I think, by putting that SKU number indicator in the title of the file and in the file itself, in the letter file. So if you have any questions, let me know. And I'm trying to figure out how to sign off on this thing. Okay, thanks, ladies.